Well, that's recorded.
It's gonna be a good blooper. Don't put
Abuse. Abuse.
Abuse.
Abuse.
Abuse.
Abuse. Abuse.
Okay, ready?
Monster Jam! He's on fire!
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Wisconsin Beer Bracket here in 2022, and welcome back to Milwaukee Beer Review. As always, I'm Josh.
I'm Ross.
And we have with us today...
Molly.
Molly's back to join us for the IPA portion of this bracket. So we are going to dive right into these beers. As always here, we've got two breweries facing off in the first part of this bracket. We've got Octopi Brewing Company with their Galaxy IPA. This is brewed with, what do you know, Galaxy hops as well as Citra hops. And then we also have Haus and their hashtag Hazy IPA. And this one comes in at 6% ABV versus what we're getting on the IPA.
On the IPA, they're both IPAs.
on the Galaxy IPA at 6.5%. So, pretty close. Let's get a little nose on Octopi's Galaxy IPA.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Smells refreshing.
It
I get
smells
the
really
citra
good.
hops a lot.
Do you know that's the Citra hops?
Well, I smell citrus, so I'm gonna assume it. Yes.
I think you're right, actually.
I don't know enough about the difference between the hops. I mean, I think we all kind of have the idea that
I mean,
citrus
I don't know
have
if that's
a
what
little
they
bit-
smell like,
right.
but I'm gonna take.
It smells pretty good. There's a bit of a creaminess to this IPA too, which I'm getting a little bit on the nose.
The smell reminds me of another IPA, and I can't think of.
It
Like
what
every
it
single
is.
one.
No. No.
it's got a nice. I mean, it's got a nice head on this one. I like.
does.
I mean, you get a little kind of swirl. You get that build up and.
It's definitely got some cloudiness to it too. It is not. It's kind of more. I don't know, a little bit West Coast IPA looking.
Yeah, hazy. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's give it a shot.
All right, cheers.
Cheers. Ooh.
So up front, I don't know what you guys, but I'm getting a lot of that like citrus up front, and the back end's just all hop bitterness.
Yeah. Me too.
I'm not
like
getting
it.
I'm not getting a lot of citrus on this. I'm getting quite a bit of hop bitterness all the way through. I mean, it's extremely hoppy. Like the bitterness. I don't know what the IBUs are on this. Does it say?
It's a good call.
It does not have IBUs on here. It's a good IPA though. I mean, if you like hop bitterness in your IPAs, this is a good IPA.
I enjoy it.
It's good. I'm surprised you enjoy it. The only reason I say that is I know you. It's kind of got some of like the dry hop characteristics to it. It kind of does have like drier feel to it.
There is.
Which I'm surprised you like because you mentioned you don't really
I
like.
do not like dry hop.
I wish there was just a bit more kind of like citrus characteristic coming out. Like I want it to be there, and it's just not. But it's still, and that's not taking anything away from this. It's really good. It's just a lot more bitterness than I think I was expecting.
But let's give it the credit that it's due. It doesn't. That's not a description on this beer. It's not intended to be. It's a pretty standard IPA.
Yeah. No, it's real solid. It's real good. I would absolutely drink it again. It's really good. I enjoy it. So.
It's a really solid IPA. All right, let's get a little nose on what Hop Haus is bringing to the table.
So this is a new beer or brewery to our channel. We've never done anything from Hop Haus. So.
First time. Where are they based out of?
Fitchburg.
Fitchburg. All right, so they're up near Madison.
Sure. I have no idea.
There. Definitely a lighter nose on this.
Yeah. A little more floral I'm getting on this.
I think
Is
floral's a
that
good
what
word.
that is?
Floral's
what
a good
I'm getting.
word for it. That's the hops.
Yeah.
Different hops. Totally
Yeah.
different hops in this beer.
And this is advertised as a hazy IPA, so
they look very similar.
they do.
Yeah.
They really do. All right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I tried to dive in early.
So this one's much more subtle than the one we just had.
Not nearly as bitter.
Exactly. It's got kind of that floral, a little bit of citrusy coming through. More floral for a hazy IPA. When I think of a hazy IPA, I think it's being really like citrusy and kind of like West Coasty and everything. And this one kind of just has that like subtle floral notes all the way through. What you smell is what you get.
Yeah.
I think this is a very personal preference
Yes.
type IPA. Like, if you're not into the bitterness, the higher IBU IPAs, this might be more of a beer
Yeah.
for you than what Octopi put together.
And this is not my style of IPAs that I enjoy. I feel like it's been a trend. I think it's the floral ones that I don't mean to say this in a bad way, but it's going to come off bad. It's a cleaning product-y
Oh, interesting.
to me.
I'm not getting that at
So I
all.
d-
I'm not
Okay.
either, but
But if you are, I respect
like
that.
when I
mean,
smell it, I smell a cleaning product.
Interesting.
this is, in my opinion, what we've kind of talked about this in previous things. Like this is a good one if like you're not a huge IPA fan, but you want to get into IPA.
Yeah.
This actually might be a good bridge
Yeah,
one.
that's
Might be.
fair.
So just because it doesn't have that bitterness that you really get with IPA. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
transition here a little bit.
all right, so we gotta pick a winner. Molly, starting with you.
I'm going with Octopi.
I'm going with Octopi.
You didn't even let me pick.
I knew.
I'm gonna go with Octopi.
I knew you were
as well.
gonna pick. So
I'm an IPA fan. I appreciate the Galaxy and Citra hops that they call out there, and just the way they present themselves in that beer. Really good stuff. Octopi, solid beer. I don't think Hop House is that far behind, though. I think the characteristics of that beer, kind of a little bit more of the maltiness, a little bit more of the ale characteristics, the traditional ale characteristics you get in that, is solid. But I think Octopi wins this.
it's a traditional versus kind of a non-traditional.
Yeah.
I think the traditional wins in this case. So
Agreed.
Are they
100%.
a newer brewery altogether?
Octopi?
No.
No.
Hop
Hop
House.
House. I've never heard of it.
I have
so.
no idea.
Okay.
So we'll look
have
into
to
that,
look that
so.
up after the video.
For sure. Hop House, let us know what you think in the comments. So what are we trying
All right.
next?
So next we got to start off we got Magflow from
Do
City
we?
Light Brewing.
Do we now?
So this comes in at 6.2%.
How mad is it?
Oh, stop. It's got 100% flowable hop products.
Oh no.
Flowable hop products? That's weird. Okay, I'm sorry. City Lights, come on.
So
Better
this
warning.
does have a nice little plethora of hops. This has got citrus, Sabro, and Eldorado. And it does state that this is a groundbreaking liquid dry hop addition of Citra and Centinela. So interesting. So a lot.
Centennial?
Liquid dry hop.
Yeah.
Is that what you meant?
What?
Centennial?
What did I say?
Centenniala?
Centennial.
Centennial.
Yeah. How can a dry hop addition be liquid form?
Liquid dry hop.
How is that possible? That's like hot ice.
There's a thing here. All right, so it's going up against Three Sheeps,
Artifice.
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 So this is an Oat Cream IPA featuring Lotus and Eldorado hops.
Yes.
So one's Milwaukee, one's Sheboygan. I think these are two brewers that who we really enjoy. We've had on the show before and
Yep.
we featured. So I want to get a little nose on the Magflow.
Let's get a little... I can't.
I'd rather not.
Molly's like, I'm out. I'm out on this one.
Ooh, I smell orange.
You know, with all those hops in there, like you can just pick a hop note and you're getting it.
Yeah, I mean,
They're there.
You're just getting hop bitterness
Yeah.
on the nose.
I mean, there's a little bit of floral, there's a little bit of citrus, there's a little bit of just that pininess.
There's a little bit more malt character behind this than what we got, I think, on either of the first two, the Hop House or the Galaxy. Like, there's just a bit of a more malty character behind that. I mean, I'm not talking like German beer level maltiness. I'm just talking a little bit more character to this beer, I think, than what we saw in the other two.
No, I like what I'm getting on the nose.
Smells promising.
Let's try it out.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Magflow.
Ooh.
That's tasty.
So you get kind of that, like, I don't know, but I'm getting like a citrus blast right up front, and then like a very subtle bitterness that kind of calms everything down all the way through.
A lot more orange character to this. Like, it's an orange citrus character.
Yeah,
yeah, it's very orangey. That's really good.
That's really good. That's really tasty.
I do like that. It's definitely, I think the first thing you get on the front end of this beer is that orange character, that citrus, and then a little bit more of the hop bitterness comes in about midway through the palate, and that's what kind of sticks with it. But even now, right now, I'm still getting a little bit of an orange tinge, as we've said before, on the back end of this. It kind of sticks with you.
I mean, even with that like orange that comes through, it kind of like hits you right in the front of the mouth and everything. It still kind of like keeps that IPA-ness all the way through.
So much IPA-ness.
So,
yeah.
no, I mean, I do like the bitterness. I do like kind of the subtleness at the end. So
There's a lot of IPA-ness on this Magflow.
oh no,
It's a good beer.
yeah, it's really good.
So,
Moving on, we got the
Holly's
Artifice.
out. She's done for the night. All right.
The last beer is the Artifice or Artifice
Artifice.
from Three Sheets, which is the Oat Cream IPA, which is a really unique style. So, yeah, never mind. I forgot this is. I'm thinking of a different beer. I'm an idiot. I thought this was a collaboration. It's a previous beer.
Yeah,
So.
you're fine.
Definitely smell the creaminess in this one.
There's actually almost like a bit of a smokiness on the nose. Like, I'm almost getting like a little bit of smoke character on it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting some of the creaminess. I'm getting some of the hop, that bitterness, and everything that's coming through from the hops. I get what you're saying. I don't know if it's. I want to say smoky.
It's not smoke.
I
it's
actually
not like,
get what you're saying.
It's not like
though.
porter smoke, but there's like a
oat.
Yeah, like sure. That's probably what it is. Yeah. Maddie agrees.
I also get an orangey
Yeah.
smell in this.
You look at the
There's
hop.
like a bit of a citrus back end on the
Yeah.
nose, like a little bit. Yeah.
All right. Cheers.
Check it out.
Cheer it out.
Check it
Oh, I
out.
thought you said
Not cheer it out. Get my pom-poms out.
Oh,
Interesting.
that is interesting.
So I'm trying to think of the best way to say this. 'Cause it's really good. It's tasty. This is gonna sound like I'm saying it's bad, but it's not. It's got like an off creamsicle taste to it. It's got like a bitter creamsicle taste to it because it's kind of got that like the
That's
creaminess.
fair. Yeah.
And, you got that orange citrus coming through, but then that bitterness really kind of hits it all the way through as well. It's like it's there the whole way.
In comparison to the Magflow, I don't think there's nearly as much citrus on this. I definitely recognize the off flavor you're talking about.
And off is a bad choice of words.
I don't know what
Yeah.
that is. It's not a traditional oat cream IPA note. It's like, I don't know what that is, but there's something going on there that's not quite right. It doesn't quite finish the way I would want it to, I guess is the appropriate assessment.
All right.
Do we know the IBUs on this one? Because I almost feel like it's low, and if I drank this blindly, I probably wouldn't think it's an IPA.
Is an oat cream IPA, it's a lot closer to like a milkshake IPA
Yeah.
with that lactose.
Okay,
like,
that makes sense
The
then.
creaminess here, so you're not getting as much bitterness, I
That
think.
makes a lot more sense.
All right. You gotta pick one. So we're gonna start with you, Molly.
Again?
Yeah. She's scientific about this.
They're both so good.
She's indecisive about this.
Yes, that's more
Okay.
correct.
Fair enough.
Do you want us to move on to someone else?
No, I want to do it first. I'm gonna go Magflow,
Okay.
Okay.
just because I like the more actual IPA feel of it, and I feel like the citrus comes out more
Yeah.
for me.
So, I thought that the Oat Cream IPA was going to be my choice here, just because it's a great style. I love that style. But I'm going with the Magflow as well. I think it's flowing. Everything's flying down the path here. And I'm going with the Magflow. It's angry. It's rearing its head. And here we go. So, Magflow.
All right, so we're gonna just move on. We got a clean sweep. So I'm gonna go with Magflow as well. It's very close. I don't think it's as yes, we're unanimous, but I think they're really close to each
Yeah.
other.
Three Sheeps
It
put together a
wasn't-
really good beer.
Yeah.
I've had Oat Cream IPAs from Three Sheeps, though, that would have won this.
Yeah.
So this is not quite the peak of what I've seen from Three Sheeps from an Oat Cream IPA perspective.
All right, so we got the Magflow moving on against the Octopi Galaxy.
Galaxy.
So let's give it a little class taste and make our winner.
Definitely.
Nope, not that one.
That's not
Sorry.
the right one.
Gotta go with the flow.
Sorry. So sorry.
Shit.
They're both really similar.
Okay.
I don't.
Don't choose me first, please.
I'll go.
Okay.
While I appreciate what Octopi brings to the table with the Galaxy IPA, I think it's a really, really solid beer. I'm giving it to City Lights and the Mad Flow spewing all over the table because that thing with the citrus characteristics, solid. Really good.
You want to go second? All right. Well, Molly, we're gonna make this really simple on you. We're gonna take you out of the equation here. I'm taking the Magflow as well. I think
Wow.
I think it's just the Galaxy's really good, and I think this is kind of a. I'll be honest. I think it's kind of a tasting for you and I. The Galaxy is much more traditional bitterness
It is.
IPA. This has just got that nice, like, sweet citrusy that we. I
just
think for
a
me, I really like a little bit
It's
more.
unique. It's a little
Yeah.
different. It's good.
Yeah.
It's a
So
really solid beer.
I'm gonna have the Magflow move on. So Molly, what would you pick?
That's fair, because I was in agreement with the Magflow.
Okay.
I think the orange
We're all-
zestiness in there just put it over the top for me.
We're all flowing together, and we're gonna keep flowing into the
No, we're
next
not.
round. Well,
No, we're not.
for a few days. So we'll keep flowing into the next round, and we'll see you in the wild card round coming soon. Hopefully, you're all enjoying your basketball, and we'll see you in that next episode.
Thanks, everyone.
See ya.